This morning, the Mondos are leaving early in order to try out Margaret's new invention, a device for detecting the dire energy of the blues from at least a quarter mile. They're off to test the detector on Victor Uzi. However, the test is doomed from the start. Not that the device isn't working, it works fine. Victor simply is not home. At this very moment, in fact, Victor is in the Mondo's kitchen. For too long, he has wanted to try out the Mondo's equipment to send out information over the Survivalist Access Channel. Not that he didn't have the wherewithal to set up his own, he simply considered using another system appropriate, in case the wrong people were watching. Even now, as he stood in front of the camera, he was conscious of this.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. This station has now been commandeered by an acknowledged representative of the Survivalist Network Alliance, bringing you the latest watchwords of safety and danger. Only those members with top priority clearance are permitted to receive these transmissions. Only members with top priority clearance. Now then, there are a number of items which must be attended to immediately. First and foremost of these is this nasty trend back towards détente. Obviously, too few of us recognize this word for the cruel deception it is. Let's take a look at the word for a moment. Now, on the surface, it simply means a relaxation of tensions. And this is certainly what the communists would like us to believe. They want us relaxed, all right. Détente is a French word. And who's the ruling government in France right now? The socialists, that's who. And who are the socialists? Why, they're the bed partners of communism! And what are we doing with so many foreign words in our language anyway? Did you ever hear of Cuisinart before 1976? It all started with Carter, I tell you, and if we don't put a stop to it, it won't be long before we can't understand a word we say. And what about bilingual education? Bilingual education. It even sounds obscene. I say if they want to come to this country, let them learn to speak American. None of this Californese either. Another important item, diet. Too many Americans are becoming soft. Soft in body, soft in mind. A recent Gallup poll discovered that fewer than 11% of all Americans have ever tasted shark meat. Now, what does that tell you? It tells me that too few Americans have got the guts to sit down to a real leader's meal. I myself first became aware of shark roast while on maneuvers in Nag's Head for the Alliance a few years back. Nothing will put hair on your arms faster than a good, thick slab or two, twice a day. Remember, we are what we eat. And if we wish to continue to be, the warrior nation of this planet, we must eat more predators. Well, there are some other items which need attending to. However, I will close at this time as there are uncleared personnel on the premises. So, for now, good night, and God bless stately Wayne Manor.
Victor, I must confess, I did overhear a bit of your commentary. Not anything I wasn't already aware of in terms of your stamina. And putting the shoe on the other hand, I did get convinced once again of your determination of maintaining your way of living. If I'm inconvenient, I could come back. Where are Jonathan and Margaret anyway?
They're out. I imagine they'll be back shortly. I just came by to maintain broadcast integrity.
I see. Well, I came by to return Jonathan's newspapers. You know, he has the most fascinating information source. Did you know that scientists have unthawed a baby frozen in its mother's womb for 200 years? And now they battle to save the parents. Ice in your pants can make you virile. What do you think of this?
Well, I think I'd take a good hard look at the source of such information before I'd give it any clearance.
Oh, but the source is, as you say, impeachable. For example, this comes from Moscow, from TASS. The Soviet Academy of Sciences has invented the nation's first portable electric heart pacemaker, as demonstrated here by the late Dr. Yuri Kikov. The device has shown hooked up in Russia's new Volga car of the future prototype. Powered by 13 car batteries, the pacemaker can excite up to 3 human hearts for as long as 6 whole minutes before recharging. A patient simply holds his fingers on the electrodes until he wishes his heart to stop. Little wires connect to the pacemaker, looking like imitation leather notebook in his own shirt pocket. Deluxe models come equipped with a genuine leather notebook and an autographed photo of President Brezhnev, Andropov, Chernenko. Also from TASS, from Managua. The Sandinista government today announced the launch of Nicaragua's first space mission, carrying 2 captured leaders of the US-backed Contra-rebel group to the planet Neptune. Here, the 2 cosmonauts who were strongly urged to volunteer for the mission are being assisted into their Soviet-built Blastov-1 space vehicle by well-paid female Soviet technicians. Crew safety is verifiable by the specially designed restraining devices, and state security is assured by the radio silent maintenance units mounted on the crew. Soviet cargo ships dropped off the spacecraft and the entire launch assembly last month, packed in large wooden boxes, thought by some astrologers to contain MiG fighter planes. This changes some things, doesn't it?
Oh, you see, I knew there was a reason the detector wasn't working. Victor's here. Victor's here?
You know, Victor was just maintaining broadcast integrity for you. And a fine job he did of it, too.
Now, see here, Victor, I know you're a neighbor and all that, but I don't see how that gives you the right to come in here in our house and use our equipment anytime you feel like it.
Now, hon, I'm sure that Victor wouldn't dream of compromising our broadcast. I'm sure he realizes that if we were caught broadcasting the wrong program, running guerrilla video, that we'd all suffer the dire consequences. Now, Victor, I'd be glad to teach the fine arts of vidcraft to you anytime.
Well, Margaret, I hardly think it's necessary for you to instruct me in the proper use of this equipment. And Jonathan, I would think you would better appreciate what I do for you in this sector. Your security around here is mighty lax, Mr. Mighty Lax.
Mister?
And these newspapers, coming from God knows where, contain unsecured transmissions.
If you are indeed watching, I hope you will not think badly of my friends. As with most passions, there's flair in the face of challenge. You know, I think perhaps they need just a pair of minutes off camera to shake up and make hands. Margaret, what kinds of video transmissions have you been monitoring lately?
Well, let's see. I did get this piece in the middle of the night not too long ago. And you out there, the show may seem a little unstructured this morning, but when we get back, we'll all have some coffee. And you'll enjoy the lightness of the Mondo breakfast hour. Thank you.
Margaret, you know, that is the most interesting device you have just brought in this morning. What are its functions?
Well, it's a little something I put together from odds and ends. It's the EBWS, Early Blues Warning System. Essentially, when the blues comes to town, it strikes this chord here, which creates a responding vibration in this alarm here. It's good for up to a quarter mile, and it'll be available from us real soon. Now, Vlad, this is a little off the subject, but I'm sure you're aware of the trend in TV nowadays. Even you, Victor, know the competitiveness of cable. I'm referring, of course, to music video. Now, we're no Giraldi or Stein when it comes to these things. We don't have half-naked women exploding speakers, masked men with whips, or mysterious meanings. We do, however, offer straightforward music like this.
This ain't no party, this ain't no disco, this ain't no fooling around. No time for dancing, no lovey-dovey, I ain't got time for that now. Transmit the message to the receiver for an answer someday. I got 3 passports, a couple of visas, you don't even know my real name.
EBWS, Early Blues Warning System. Based on this simple, well-known equation from the exciting field of macrosonics, we're amazed no one has marketed this device before. How does it work? Well, it's fueled by a compact, ultra-safe, tiny but powerful nuclear reactor. No batteries to replace, and radioactive waste material can be disposed of so simply. Just dump and flush. The EBWS is effective up to 1/4 mile because it is continuously microwave linked to extremely expensive geosynchronous satellites high in orbit above your home planet. So what are you waiting for? EBWS is here today, and it works. New from Blind Lemon Lightning Industries.
Your real mother never had any children. And she wears combat boots, too.
Well, Jonathan, as usual, you're only half right.
Come to think of it, I have seen her in sneakers a time or two.
Well, and your mother obviously gave birth to a liberal, left-wing, whale-loving, give it all away to the commies, Volvo-driving, naive fool! This is what I think of your information sources.
You fascist toad! I could take your Nazi head and buff it with lawn sheen. The proven lawn polish.
All right!
The blues! They're here.
Illuminati! I see it now, it's all an Illuminati plot!
Well, what do you know?
Obviously a conspiratorialist.
This changes everything, doesn't it?
You're right, Vlad. I think you'll all agree that there are times when certain things just shouldn't be discussed in public. This is one of those times. So if you'll just watch this.
Hold it in.
I'm staying here with him until the plane gets safely away.
No, Richard, no. What has happened to you? Last night we said...
Last night we said a great many things. You said I was to do a thinking for both of us. Well, I've done a lot since then, and it all adds up to one thing. You're getting on that plane with Richter where you belong.
But, Richard, no, I...
Now you've got to listen to me, you stupid cunt.
Not very good helium, is it? I don't feel like my voice is getting that high.
No, it's not. No, you've got to listen to me. Do you have any idea what you have to look forward to if we stayed here? 9 chances out of 10, we'd both wind up in concentration camp. Isn't that true, Louis?
I'm afraid Major Strasser would insist. You're saying this only to make me go.
I'm saying it because it's true.
Inside of both of us, we know you belong to Miss Victor.
You're part of this work. The thing that keeps it going
as the plane leaves the ground.
You're not going to let him go. You'll regret it.
No!
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon for the rest of your life.
What about us? We'll always have Paris. We didn't have it. We lost it until you came to Casablanca. We got it back last night.
And you will never, but I've got a job to do. Where I'm going to, you can't follow. I've got to do what you can't be any part of, Liza. I'm not good being noble, and it doesn't take much to see that the problems of the real people, a little amount of hill of beans in this crazy world, someday you'll understand. Now. Here's looking at you, kid.
You know what?
Join us for our next show, Mondo 85.